It has its own sector and following, but as far as getting the integration into mainstream, that's a challenge, yeah, in Australia, for sure. Big challenges, I think, ahead. In getting people to recognise that both can be held in the space of being helpful to people, and they can work together really well, so that integrative practice.
So as a psychologist in Australia, incorporating some interventions which are aligned with complementary medicine or quantum medicine, such as hypnotherapy and mindfulness meditation. So there are a lot of challenges for myself in the future. At some point I'll have to make a transition possibly from the conventional psychology field into quantum medicine, because some of the things that we've been exposed to this week are not accepted as psychology practice in Australia. It would put my registration at risk. So there lies ahead some challenges, but for the time being I can see some potential graduation of practice that I'm currently using, and at some point have to make that complete break into natural complementary medicine as an integrative medicine doctor.
Absolutely. I think if we can use tools like Muse and things like that, then I think there's a greater chance then of getting some doctors that are in practice on board to start referring patients that need stress relief, meditation and those sort of tools.
Yeah, I think things like heart rate variability and the brain tap mechanism, but just also using mindfulness and meditation practice, I think will go a long way to creating what we're aiming to do is create more of a relaxation response in our clients or patients, and get away from this stressful situation, stressful response that they're currently experiencing. Yeah,
especially in the field of yoga and meditation, and bringing on the relaxation response, getting people to experience that, and just seeing the change in people from working with them is just profound. That just is what attracted me to getting more of a qualification to substantiate that, to go forward.
I've been fortunate enough to experience a lot of Sarah's classes and retreats and workshops, and it's been phenomenal, not only from a personal experience with the profound change of awareness and calmness and clarity and even creativity, but to see people who have come in some sort of debilitating, incapacitated state, and to leave in a mobile, upright walking state is absolutely amazing. Some would say miraculous. So I think the evidence speaks for itself, and so I think Quantum University is taking quantum leaps in towards bridging, obviously, an opportunity to combine, as you said earlier, conventional with complementary medicine, because the evidence is becoming very obvious now. I came across it through Google, and because I was looking at more at that stage, inquiring about brain mind medicine, and I fell into quantum, and I on reflection realised that Sarah had been informally practicing many of these principles that quantum advocates and endorses for some years, but without any formal certification. So when I mentioned it to her and showed her the program, immediately she agreed. It was something that she's been doing, but never been formally recognised for. And for me, it was a great conduit to be able to continue to provide complementary, non-conventional psychological intervention and practices that equally have great efficacy for health outcomes.
From a day-to-day perspective all the time. And just being able to study together, that's been really, really beneficial.
Yeah, it's very complementary. Yeah. It's a great way to learn when you've got two people who are passionate about something such as healthcare or healing and helping others. So not only is it the content and the evaluation, the assessment that is very objective, it's the assimilation, and for us we're very fortunate that we can practice a lot of this in our everyday jobs. So we're already getting on-the-job practice and experience.
We practice together,
yeah.
We have the opportunity to take it into our workplace. It's exciting, and then it brings up all sorts of new possibilities about moving forward with the new concepts, new skills, new tools that we use. How can we take this forward to reach more people? It's definitely more beneficial when you can work together and
Yeah.
Have that accountability and set a time. Mondays was our day, and then we were flying.
Yeah, very effective.
Very effective.
I'm currently serving as a psychologist in the Royal Australian Navy, so I'm currently away during the week, but on the weekends we dedicate time together to continue the progress of our study. And it's very effective. It's a very effective way of learning and applying what you learn. Learning theory is one thing, but to apply it, so we become almost guinea pigs on each other, don't we? Before actually using it in our practice, whether it be a class or a session.
I think it's the first time I've come across a university that supports the sorts of topics that I'm interested in: energy medicine, vibrational medicine. So that's really exciting to suddenly have an outlet and a learning facility that I can, become more educated and also certified in areas that have been around a long time but haven't had that credential behind them. So yeah, that's what Quantum's done for me.
There's definitely a different feel. This is my 4th university of learning, I suppose, from that perspective. Let's say the 3 formerly have been conventional. It is no doubt that when you are sitting in the space with like-minded people passionate about a subject, but that affects the health and well-being of the student, but also as the clinician, is something quite unique and profound almost. Yeah.
I loved Bruce Lipton's unit, of course, that he ran, Biology of Belief, and I think that was another part of Quantum that really I got lit up about, was because all the people I'd been reading about for many years, like Bruce Lipton, Greg Braden, Joe Dispenza, suddenly there was a university with these people delivering courses, so that was really exciting.
Yeah, similarly, one that comes to mind, homeotoxicology, just putting all these elements together, understand disease formation, but also how to go about eliminating disease, or even retarding or anti-aging makes so much more sense now from a psychological perspective. It's good to come to an institution, a place that believes in what we've been practicing. We started using Muses about 13 months ago, which is now part of this program that we're going to implement next year, this mindfulness meditation using my Muse applications, if you like. So it's nice to have that endorsement and support from the university, to find people who are obviously like-minded, to think, hang on, there's something in this. It's not just a toy, not just a device. This whole brain activity, modulation between alpha and gamma rays is really pivotal to health and prevention of disease.
Highly recommend Quantum University.
Yes, highly recommended, absolutely, for all those reasons and many more that we've obviously learning about this week. I think it's a very sincere, gentle, and full of a lot of great people, with a lot of professional support and assistance provided.
From having been here, prior to that we were miles away doing it online, but I like that way of learning, and I like the flexibility of learning at our own pace, and having those different modalities, textbook courses, video courses, and then the opportunity to come together at an event like this. Yeah.
This whole online university is an amazing concept, and the fact that it's so flexible in learning, I think really adds value, particularly with being adults in life and having lots of fun but also responsibilities. It's a great medium for learning, and when you have people like Dr. Paul and some of the staff, including Vienna, sitting behind and following up, it makes progress so much more enjoyable and efficient.
So I'm Sarah Collin from southwest of Western Australia.
And hi, I'm Nicholas Keown, also from the southwest corner of Western Australia. Quantum University student, doing the Integrative Medicine Doctorate program.
And loving it. I've been working with energy medicine for some years in different formats, and more recently with teaching yoga and meditation. I teach students and also teach students of mine, and also I teach teachers on the teacher training program, so yoga, meditation and health and coaching as well. So I'm also actually currently studying yoga therapy with Drew Australia in Canberra, and so the long-term goal is to do more clinical work, which is what this really supports, in the yoga therapy area as well, to treat chronic illness and disease.
My background is coming from almost a electrochemical perspective, having engineering as well as sports science and now psychology background. The last 10 years falling into this hub of mindfulness meditation practice, and as we indicated, currently forming our own programs around that, and also with the assistance of the university, adopting certain biometrics devices, if you like, such as Muse, to really just monitor the efficacy and the effectiveness of these programs going forward to the future. It's a very exciting opportunity for us.
I am Quantum.
I am Quantum. I am Quantum University.
We're hoping that we can inspire people in Australia and people around us to see what we're doing and get involved and look at the uni as well.
Come on Aussies, come on board. This is a great conduit intervention to really, help build the health of our country, to raise the consciousness of this planet. Yeah, great platform. Come on board.